Hello and welcome into another edition of Cooling Down on the Birds Broadcast Network. I'm your host, Sammy Miller, alongside your broadcasters, Ian Nicholas and Dylan Pescatore. And the Firebirds got it done, beating the Brewster Whitecaps 10-6. And guys, they brought out the brooms. They swept the Whitecaps this season. It was a fantastic game, and it all really came down to the pitching. I thought the pitching was phenomenal tonight. What did you see from those arms?
Well, I saw Sam Leboki, who started, and in a few other starts, sometimes it got away from him, and the Firebirds couldn't come back. This time, he not only kept the team in the game, but got a lot of run support as well early from the offense. So Leboki could settle in, throw strikes, and that's what he did through 3 2/3 innings. Ryan Reeses came in. He had a really good outing, 2 innings of scoreless ball. Chase Loomis went 1 1/3 innings as well, scoreless. And then, of course, Sean Matson to close it. Those 4 arms were really big in this game, including the 2 lefties, Reeses and Loomis. They can play a big role, especially when it comes to matchups in the big games.
Sean Matson's so good. When he's running onto the bump, I think the entire team takes a little deep breath, and they're like, okay, we got this. Another player who had a stellar game was Matt Hallback. He not only had 1 home run in the first inning, but he said, hey, I'm going to do it again in the 6th. What did you see from Matt tonight?
Matt Hallback was already on a tear. He was hitting over 400 in his last 9 games with 4 runs driven in. Then he said, let me drive in 5 runs today. But this was a different Matt Hallback. I mean, he's been hitting the ball for average all summer long, and he hit the ball for average really well during his sophomore season at UC San Diego. But tonight he was a man possessed. He hit 2 absolute rockets to left field, one 350 off the bat, another 380 feet off the bat. You know, Matt Hallback, the one thing with his game was his slugging percentage, which was already over 400 headed into this game. But if he can have his home run power headed into the playoffs, batting 4th for this team, it doesn't get much better than that in the Cape Cod Baseball League. He has been unreal, and tonight he powered this team to a win.
He said after the game that his confidence is through the roof, so that is very encouraging if you're a Firebirds fan. And also tonight, another encouraging part was that their defense kind of cleaned up a little bit. Way better than yesterday's doubleheader against Chatham. How big is that moving forward in the regular season and playoffs as well?
You can't give teams extra outs, and I think what was so big with the defense, we talked about it on the broadcast, 3 home runs by Brewster today, but all solo shots, nobody on base. So it doesn't really affect you as much as a 2-run, 3-run, or even a grand slam would. Defense matters so much in these big games where every out is so vital against top-flight batting and top-flight hitters from Power 5 conferences that have big numbers. So defense was really good tonight for the Firebirds, something they can build on in the last 4 games.
And it's not all too often in this league that a team is able to get a clean sweep over their opponent, but the Firebirds did that tonight against an East Division rival. How important is a win like tonight?
Oh, it's huge. It just frustrates the other team and asserts your dominance over them. It's not likely that Orleans sees Brewster in the playoffs, but at this point, you got to wonder if they have a psychological edge, right? If Brewster's able to leapfrog Harwich for 3 and Orleans State's put it 2, this could be a potential playoff preview. So we'll see how much it matters. Personally, I think just to come off this win and heading into tomorrow against Hyannis is really big. It's a Harbor Hawks team that will not lose. Just picked up a walk-off win tonight. The Harbor Hawks are so good pitching, hitting, and just a fun team to play. Orleans is going to need its best version of itself to win tomorrow, and you get the sweep here tonight, and you stay rolling.
Let's see if the Firebirds can take the momentum that was created here at Eldridge Park to tomorrow's game. We'll see you guys there.